let's get started. We're back with the Outer Worlds. We're fully in DLC territory now. Last time we finished up the Peril on Gorgon DLC content, and today we're going to start the Murder on Eridanos DLC content. So that's the goal for today. We probably won't finish the DLC today. We'll just get started on it. And then next time we play this, we'll wrap that up. We'll probably try to wrap that up. And then one more stream of this to finish the main game. Probably is the idea. If my sense of how long the content is correct. Hello, Gamer Bear Loki. How are you? Thank you for your vote. So that's the goal. Start Murder on Eridanos today. Finish that in the next Outer World stream, and then one stream after that to wrap up the game and the playthrough. We're in an exciting point. We're coming to the end of a couple of games. We'll probably finish Hell Is Us this weekend. We'll probably finish this next week, and that'll give us room in the schedule for some new games, which I'm very excited about. So stay tuned. But let's hop on in. Continue. And we've got Murder on Eridanos to get started with here in just a moment. Alright. So, Eridanos, this is where we are going to. I love that we've now been to basically everywhere on the map so far, other than I don't think we've been to Typhon yet, or Hephaestus. Yeah, we haven't been to those two. Those might be also part of the DLC, I don't know. But let's get into it and see what this is all about. From what I've seen online, this one is like
We've arrived in Eridanos.
pretty different than the last one in terms of its content, so I'm curious to see what they what it's all about. Who do we want to bring this time? Sure, Parvati and Ellie, I guess. Okay, we've got like a floating space station. It's giving Cloud City vibes. GC, okay. The last roll of Halcyon Helen, travel to Eridanos. Okay. Take a look around our landing pad. They don't usually hide too much on the landing pad, but we'll take a look. It looks very much like we're going to be able to explore all of these areas, which is very cool. Like Gorgon was cool, but it was hard to see how much of it there was. In this one, it's very clear, like, how much there is to do here. There's all these little sub-islands. Like, that's probably a whole inside location. Like, you know, like whole, like, kind of dungeon-style location. That one's probably similar. That one up there is probably similar. So, like, there's clearly several major things to do here, which is awesome.
Oh, Captain, it's beautiful up here. Can we get more jobs like this one?
Hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry
Bellhop
wasn't too troublesome.
Norville.
As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the Inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
Can you fill me on the details of the
I could
murder?
try. I was the one who found Helen's body in the grand ballroom. Corpse wasn't in the best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot. Helen was supposed to host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed. Helen's death has been a shock for many. A lot of people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered
Black
off.
Hole Birdie.
Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
I still don't understand why anyone would have it in for Ms. Helen.
We should ask if they're comping the minibar. This might take a while, if you get me.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
Was she a divisive figure?
Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
How'd you get so famous?
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. Let's see here. Oh, I already spoke briefly about the Spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof. It's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that.
Thought you were for Slug, not Rizzo's.
I do. Rizzo's happened to rent out the Grand Colonial Ballroom from Slug for the unveiling.
Got it.
A nice mutually beneficial event. But the murder's gone and ruined that. Along with 9 out of 10 of my favorite cereals. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
I don't need you to take any bags.
You're certain? All right, then. Guess we can probably set you up with some spare uniforms if you must yours.
Okay. Sealed. Workbench. Okay. Give me loot. Yeah, this is very, like, very cool world.
Do you have any idea how many bits I've spent at the Grand Colonial?
Sealed also, interesting. Okay. I did get rid of all the random crap in my inventory.
Can't you see my face?
Welcome,
There are
welcome.
genuine tears.
Guessing maybe that was just an elevator down the same place as these stairs.
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. The paperwork is all in process.
Yeah, it's probably just this.
I hope you catch the killer soon, Inspector. I don't want to see the Grand Colonial shut down.
Iceberg aged whiskey, huh? Grand Colonial, okay.
Stars. This is the hotel? I only ever seen a place like this in periodicals. Or that one episode of Agent Khan.
Don't mind me, I'm just taking a few things. That was technically stealing, but I don't care. Sealed, huh? It's probably worth just, like, going to the hotel and doing that whole thing, but you know. getting back in the swing of the game anyway. I won't explore beyond this island before going to the hotel. Hotel to spaceport, got it. Okay. What if we came in here and just started shooting everybody? Probably wouldn't get us very far in our investigation, huh?
That smell.
Cool
Whatever
plaza.
that is, it'll kill more than bacteria.
I see. I heard ya. Just looking around, I'm not gonna do anything in the pool.
Anyone up for a game of sudden death knockout? Yeah, me neither.
Hotel to Orchards, got it. Spectrum vodka orange. I feel like I have orange and red in some quantity. I don't know that I have any other colors though. Because I know the Spectrum vodka comes in a whole bunch of colors. Auto mechanical deck. Discovered, got it. Or vending machines. I'm getting a tiny bit of frame reduction here. Probably because there's so much that's rendered in the background. Hotel to Wilderness. Got it, so that's the Wilderness. 115 lockpick. That's not too bad. I might be able to, like, get myself there with, No, I don't have to. I can do that. We're just gonna clean this place out real fast. Sun parlor. I see. Examine Riz's employee journal. Any opportunistic freelancer that reads this should meet me on the hotel balcony. I have a business opportunity. Okay. We can pull some of the chemicals. Although there's only 3. Blue water, pool cleaner, blue water, coloring number 422, chlorine sol and hydrogenated defoamer. Ah, got it. So we can turn this. Got it. So chlorine, sol, blue watercoloring, and hydrogenated defoam are 1, 4, and 5. This one can be 5. This one can be 4. One, 4, and 5. That would make like pool cleaner. Interesting. So you have a chemical mixer. I'm not going to mix anything yet because I don't know what the purpose is of mixing anything. We probably need a container for some of it. Okay. That's a cute little like puzzle though.
It's real pretty up
Scenic
here.
deck.
Almost like they cut out a piece of Terra 2 and brought it up to the sky.
It really
Spectra vodka
I'm thinking of
green.
reserving a wilderness safari. Wear a fancy hat, fire a rifle.
Wilderness safari, wear a fancy hat, fire a rifle. That's basically how the ultra wealthy do safaris. Never mind what they're actually fucking doing. It's all just an opportunity to shoot things that don't need to be shot. I still remember one of my best friends' first boyfriend in high school told her at one point that he wanted to go on a Ferrari, you know, like in Africa. Yeah. Suffice to say that didn't work out. Slug storeroom key sealed. Okay, so there's something down here we can get later. Alright, we're almost ready to go into the hotel. What's all this? Bridge to distillation. Okay, so that's Rizzo's Spectrum Vodka distillation. Oh, sorry.
What do you think you're doing? All right, don't let me get you.
You don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna take the Spectrum Vodka yellow though. Cause, you know. Amelia Stillwell.
Move along.
Okay, you're an interesting one. You have an actual name. I like the fizzy teas because those usually raise my mind attributes, the teas and stuff, and so that can be used to improve my like lock picking or hacking if I need it randomly. Okay, let's go into the hotel. Let's see what we're dealing with here. But first, let's get drunk on the patio. See that? There are multiple ways into the hotel here, so that's good to know if we find anything that we're like locked out from. We can potentially get in another way. If we find a locked door or something like that. It's wild how much people just leave shit lying around in this game.
It's all so horrible. I can't believe someone...
Transition to Grand Colonial Hotel.
I wish I'd worn my muddy boots and the jacket with holes in it.
Murder has inflicted severe emotional trauma.
I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some sort of...
I demand an room upgrade because the murder inflicted trauma on him.
The crime scene's awaiting, Inspector. Can't believe something like this could happen in my hotel. When I found her, I was just hoping she had a little too much to drink, but all the grievous bodily injury adds up, I suppose.
Oh. As long as you pull the blood, your first thought was, I wonder if she's drunk?
Byzantines and restraint aren't two words that often go together. Wouldn't be the first blood-soaked, unconscious party-goer I've come across.
Yo.
Anyway, I'm sure you've got questions.
Do you want to give me more details about how you came across the body?
Sure, I'd taken to checking the barroom every few hours prior to the unveiling. Just to make sure no sprats had snuck into the place. You understand. Found her right before I was set to head back to my room in the lower levels for my mandated 5-hour sleep period.
My mandated 5-hour sleep period. Love
Thank
that.
the law for caffeinoid. Been too upset to get a wink of sleep since. And hey, now I can finally see smells.
Great. I need to know why Helen would have been in the ballroom after hours.
Beats all hell out of me. Maybe she was, practicing for the unveiling?
Okay. Back to my other questions.
What's on your mind?
Did you see Helen on the day of her death?
Of course I did. I just told you I found the body. Oh, wait.
Good job,
when
Bellhop
she was still
Norville.
breathing. No, of course I didn't. Plus, it's untoward for an employee to speculate about the actions of a hotel guest. Not that I saw any hotel guests interacting with her.
I think we both know that you're itching to gossip. Or we could say... you can tell me, haven't you heard of Inspector Inspectee Confidentiality?
That's the one where if the inspector breaches confidentiality, the inspectee feeds them to a horde of hungry sprats, right?
Sure.
I can talk then. Day of her death, I saw Helen leave the hotel premises with the profit of profitability. And didn't see her come
profitability.
back. A little on the suspicious side, I think. Seemed especially strange, seeing how, as far as I was aware, the two didn't get on.
What's the deal with the profit of profitability?
Yep. Gives seminars on increasing profit margins and the like. Can't say much else, seeing how I ain't in the gossip market.
Why didn't they get along?
Far as I can recall, Helen dismissed the lady's seminars in some kind of interview. Said her co-star used them, but she didn't. The top rungers are always ready to read between the lines of famous folks and seem to think the profit was on her way out. Woman lost a ton of bits and is set to lose more. I hope all that helped. I'd like to be as useful as I can in the investigation. I just didn't want to steer anyone the wrong way.
Got any idea who might have wanted to do it?
Everyone's got theories. I don't reckon mine hold much more weight than anyone else's.
Okay. There's the crime scene. Okay.
Black hole birdies disappeared, you know.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you. Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on.
Hello, Dr.
Are we finished
Goodnight.
with the
There's a
pleasantries?
James Bond
There's
reference.
something I'm excited to show you.
Is your first name Holly? You're talking about the body?
What body? Oh, that. Goodness, no. This is far more interesting than Halcyon Helen's rapidly cooling corpse.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
What does this thing do exactly?
I'm so glad you asked. Allow me to explain. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually
Interesting.
is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
Sounds like something the OSI teaches.
Oh, goodness, no. I don't care for OSI doctrine. I just enjoy their math.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
Okay. Oh, we have to equip it to a weapon spot. Got it, okay. Got it. Okay. To catch Helen's kill, you need to use the discrepancy amplifier scope to reveal clues not visible to the naked eye. Once you locate some evidence, aim directly at it while zooming in with the scope and press the interact button to analyze it. Cool. So you can actually shoot with it. Got it.
The discrepancy amplifier is now operational. Greetings, designated inspector and/or unauthorized larcenist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
So you've been designed with a modular analytical system. What else can you do?
The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition, scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
The amplifier.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you.
Alright, let's get started. Tell me about the discrepancy you found.
This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the grand ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
Do the size of the footprints match anything you have on record?
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
Can you analyze the dirt?
The dirt carries traces of fertilizer, as well as the faint signs of crushed purpleberries and grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonial.
So Helen must have been at the Grand Orchards before she died.
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress
literally anyone
once
could have
we
done
brought
that,
you onto the
but
case.
I'm happy to be doing
You'll
it.
need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
Okay. So this actually also does have...
Captain, please show a little respect.
Shut up.
The purpleberry orchards. And a footprint. Inspector, that was absolutely marvelous. Beautifully deduced. With the help of my discrepancy amplifier, of course.
Of course, Dr. Goodnight. I'd like a word with you.
Ah, I was waiting for this. Yes, of course. I'm only too eager to cooperate.
Tell me about the body. What's the cause of death?
My apologies, Inspector. I've not yet finished my autopsy. Come back later?
I'd like to know a little more about you.
Why, I'm flattered, Inspector. Let me think. I've worked at the Grand Colonial for about as long as it's been around. Prior to that, I lived in Byzantium, but I always felt like it was missing something. And that something turned out to be corpses. Byzantium has much in the way of luxury, but examining the dead does not rank amongst the preferred activities of the elite.
It sounds like you enjoy being a coroner.
Absolutely. Usually I'm just a medical practitioner, so I almost never get to deal with anything as unique, or as quiet, as a corpse.
Yeah.
The most interesting thing I saw prior to this was the back of Mr. Woolrich's throat after he blew out his vocal cords shouting at an attendant. If I weren't here, I'd be back in my quarters, rewatching Byzantium in the spring, or working on my automatic sprat peeler.
Oh god, not the automatic sprat peeler. Curious about this discrepancy amplifier.
Oh, good. One of my favorite subjects. Ask away, my dear. Ask away.
It seems pretty powerful. Why are you trusting me with it?
Because you're the inspector. I should think that's rather obvious.
I appreciate that. Your cooperation makes my
I'm
job
only
easier.
too eager to give you my cooperation, Inspector. It's been my dream to see my beloved amplifier put to good use in the field. I invented the Discrepancy Amplifier to assist me in my own medical work. When you were hired to investigate Helen's death, I realized I had my own part to play. I programmed the amplifier to assist you. I'm entrusting it to your care because I want to see my invention help a brilliant inspector solve the murder of the century.
I don't have enough perception. I'll put it to good use, thanks.
Think of the amplifier as my gift to you. May it avail you in the swift and efficient prosecution of justice.
Back to my other
You sure
questions.
you don't want to know anything else? Oh, all right. We can change the subject.
All right, fine.
Oh, good.
What made you invent it?
I didn't expect an existentialist question so early today. It's a need. Just as sprats feel they must breed, or canids feel they must brutally maul each other. I feel the need to create.
For science! Engineering 105. The amplifier's design is oddly bulky in places, like it's protecting something within.
You're smarter than I look. Guess there's no shame in telling you exactly what it is you're using, seeing how you're so curious. As it so happened, my husband was mortally wounded in a marauder raid about a year ago. Wasn't going to live more than a few hours. I happened to have an excess of preservative fluids, a scanning device in need of a central processor, and a sudden burst of inspiration. A tragedy doesn't mean you can't be proactive.
Okay. If your husband's brain is in the amplifier, I'm surprised you just give it to me.
Technically, it wasn't his whole brain, just a small cross-section, enough to operate the amplifier. But giving the amplifier to you is better than letting it rot in a closet somewhere. Besides, my husband was the prior constable. He would have wanted his brain used for the pursuit of justice.
What happens if I break it or lose it or
I
something?
still have the blueprint and several extra prototypes floating around, but I might recommend you try to be careful with it. Some of the amplifier's internal components are rare, shall we say.
Your husband's brain?
And I don't have an indefinite supply.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to know?
Something I should know?
I'd like to ask you some
Are
questions,
you asking
Constable.
me these questions in an official capacity?
Yep.
I understand you're being metaphorical, but I'm contractually obligated to remind you that Rizzo's cannot provide you with any official brand-associated headgear. Please, ask your questions.
Who found the body?
Norval, head bellhop. He was understandably distraught. I believe his feelings were genuine. He's a remarkably poor actor. Hotel security corroborates his whereabouts during the murder. I haven't included him in my list of suspects, but neither am I convinced of his innocence.
Okay. What makes you say that?
I'm a little suspicious of anyone who enjoys his job as much as Norval. He's also obsessive in his appreciation of Helen's work.
That's fair.
Obsessive passion can lead to irrational behavior. It's a fact of modern science.
Any witnesses to the murder?
If there were any witnesses, none came forward. Ballroom cameras were also offline at the time of the murder. Helen was very particular about having cameras on her. Security footage would have constituted documentary filmmaking. Can't afford that.
Interesting. What about the murder weapon?
There's no sign of the murder weapon. Whatever it was that killed Helen, the killer took it with them.
Interesting.
Frankly, I'm having trouble imagining exactly what it was that killed her.
Any signs of a struggle? Was she armed?
Helen was known to carry her signature weapon, a bespoke handgun known as the Needler. There was no sign of any such weapon on her body.
Do you have any suspects?
Spencer Woolrich and Bertie Holcomb are officially persons of interest in this investigation. I've mostly ruled out Mr. Woolrich, leaving Bertie Holcomb as my lead suspect. Let me rephrase that. He's your lead suspect. I've been instructed to turn this case over to your capable hands, while I continue to serve as a consultant.
Your suspects are the star hospital player and an actor.
I know. This entire affair is beginning to sound suspiciously like a 2-bit serial. Mr. Woolrich was Halcyon Helen's professional rival. It's possible jealousy drove him to take Helen out of the picture. I apologize for the wordplay. Conversely, Mr. Bertie Holcomb was Helen's paramour. The relationship was reportedly dissolved. I can't rule out her murder as a crime of passion.
You don't seem too sure about Woolrich?
Woolrich thinks of himself as a serious and distinguished actor. He was frequently cast in demeaning roles, while Helen played the charismatic heroine. He has reason to be envious. I considered the possibility that Woolrich killed Helen in order to eliminate a rival and advance his own career. But my reasoning collapsed under closer scrutiny. Woolrich owes his career to Helen's dramas. Her death likely harms his long-term prospects. I'm struggling to determine a motivation for him, so I've largely ruled him out.
What makes you suspect Bertie?
Mr. Holcomb was in a romantic relationship with Helen. This alone is not enough to make him a lead suspect, but he does play tossball. Black Hole Bertie currently holds the record for most non-consecutive blows to the head. His tendency toward irrational and violent behavior is well documented. Please, ask your questions. Anything else?
Got some more questions about the murder.
You've got my cooperation. Anything else?
No. Maybe working together.
I'm afraid I must decline. It isn't personal, Inspector. I'm just on duty right now. Talk to me later, after you've met with Administrator Ludovico. I'll make time to
All right,
chat.
fair enough, fair enough. Okay. Got it. So, the discrepancies are pretty, like, obvious when you're looking through the thing. You're not going to just see them wandering around, you know. Okay, so that door is leads outside. Let's see where exactly outside so I can be clear. If it's brown, drink it down. Oh god. Okay, got it. Okay. So that's pretty straightforward.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay, hang on. I love how much this looks like a Ghostbusters you know, device.
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
You'd think these people have never seen a corpse before.
How? Oh.
Timeline discrepancy detected near. This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something
That is a new
as she
one, okay.
expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee.
What is the unreleased Rizzo's product?
Rizzo's Spectrum Brown has not yet been released for consumption. Spectrum Brown was scheduled to be unveiled at the Eridanos Atmosphere Complex in partnership with Halcyon Helen.
Was she trying to spell the name of her
This
killer?
hypothesis is plausible, but requires additional information.
Isn't Black Hole Bertie still here?
Correct. Bertie Black Hole Holcomb is a registered guest at the Grand Colonial Hotel.
Anyone else I should know about?
Accessing guest database B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs: Bertie, Black Hole, Burbage 3001. This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
Got it. So that's all we get there.
Well, I suppose I've seen.
Okay, we've got some sort of a like office room. Hack 105. Guest complaints. VIP guest list, got it. Ruth Bellamy, aka Halcyon Helen. Spencer Worth, Black Hole, Bertie Holcomb. Soap, shampoo, new towels, and so on. Spencer Woolrich. Entire wardrobe from Terror on Monarch. 413 different outfits. 5 gallons of each color of spectrum except black. Wants 50 gallons of black. Teacup cannons of various breeds. A plasma launcher. Over 60% of all total requests an upgraded room. Hack 105. Okay, so this is also Eridanos. Let's see exactly where. Got it. Okay. Halcyon Helen versus the Brain Farters.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. An industrial-grade laxative has been added to the liquor in these bottles.
An industrial-grade laxative? Acquire Penthouse key.
I'm sorry, sir, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon. Why, you?
No, not special inspector, I meant your boss.
Oh, Mr. Kincannon. He runs all sublet underground operations in the
Okay.
Eridanos atmospheric complex, including the Grand Colonial Hotel. But he keeps his office down in the warehouse district, near the docks. If you should require to meet with him in person, you're most likely to find him there. While you're here, Inspector, could I set you up with a room?
Sure.
For you, only the best, sir, of course. You'll be staying in our luxurious penthouse suite, vacated just recently. So recently that unfortunately the room's still being cleaned. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
Got some high-profile guests here. What can you tell me about them?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. About whom? And what would you wish to know?
Did you notice anything about Halcyon Helen before she died?
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aether Wave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her.
Okay.
So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
Was she closer to some people than others?
Everyone wanted to be around Helen. She could usually be seen alongside Bertie or Woolrich, for obvious reasons.
Heard Black Hole Birdie was saying here.
Bertie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big?
Yeah.
I have a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Bertie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
Got some sort of productivity guru here, right? What's her deal?
Her deal? Not making them. I'd laugh at my own comment, but everyone knows there's no bigger joke than the prophet of profitability herself. Didn't you hear Helen's interview? That woman is the definition of humbuggery. Anyone who gives her the time of day is a right fool.
Okay.
I mean, Spencer Woolrich has taken several of her productivity seminars, and look where it got him. Don't waste your time.
Hans Grossall Woolrich.
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over.
Interesting.
Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot.
That's
Woolrich
an attractive
is on
metaphor.
his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade. That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
The fewer people who know about me, the better.
A man of mystery, are you? Consider me intrigued.
The Grand Colonial sure is interesting.
It certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please, allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer.
What does the penthouse have to offer?
Twice the size of the next biggest room, and kitted out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolrich gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him.
Fair enough. Is there anything special about the upper levels?
Most certainly. All the important folks can be found in the utmost parts of the hotel. You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. It could be harmful to your health.
Let's talk much about the lower levels.
Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Rizzo's plant, either.
Can't tell me there's nothing of interest in an entire half of the hotel.
Of interest to your investigation? Well, I suppose there is that one door we're not supposed to open. But I'm sorry, Inspector, I'm not authorized to grant you access to any staff sections of the hotel. You'll have to find a way in on your own. If you're sure.
Okay. Stairs. Lounge. Locked.
Why is the
That's going to be the other side of Eridanos.
With Halcyon.
Vending machines. Rizzo's puts the us in gelatinous.
Black hole.
I did not read about it.
That's quite a thing.
It ain't stealing if no one sees.
What the? I was going to wash my hands, I swear.
I see. Bathroom.
Murder or no murder, it is my right to loiter on a bar stool. How else should I be expected to avoid my wife?
Fair question. Welcome, Dr. Winifred Goodnight. Okay, Hartford Bosch. Elfeda Byzantino of the Hour thought it prudent to engorge himself on enough purple berry wine to incapacitate a primal. He then attempted to reach the lobby by stairs. Fell down 6 flights. Oh god. on mechanical servants broke his fall. He broke their servo mechanisms and will be billed accordingly. Nina Han. Miss Han came in early today. Went on a trip through the Purple Berry Orchards. Miss Han. The purple edges quickly became lost. Huh. Interesting. There are replacement models of the Discrepancy Amplifier filled with backups in case of careless inspector. Okay. Locked, locked, locked. Random hotel guests. And another bathroom. Is there really nothing else on this? Guess it's just this loungy thing. Okay. Alright, let's go upstairs.
We should try to solve the puzzle hedges.
Hello there, my inordinately esteemed guest. If my hello were any more earnest, this loudspeaker would explode.
Oh God.
What authorized floor can I bring you to?
Bring me to the VIP guest floor.
If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Yeah. Okay. VIP floor. 115 to lockpick these. Oh, there's Burbage 3001. We read about you. You don't mind me taking your stuff? That's a little surprising, but okay with it. Let's talk to you.
Initiating banter protocol. Now simulating familiar and welcoming demeanor. Burbage 3001 is trained to recognize all board-approved actors. Greetings, fellow star. Your performance in Maverick Johnston's latest drama was memorable.
Yep, I'm a star.
Initiating sycophantic protocol. Generating
I'm enjoying it quite a bit. It's very much like
inspiration.
Fallout in space, you know. So if that's your vibe,
this unit
pretty sure the team that made this is the same people that made Fallout New Vegas. So if you like that kind of quirky vibe, it's been fun.
Behavior, grieving, and
I wanted to give it a try before the second one came out.
Halcyon Helen, you will be missed.
You knew Halcyon Helen?
Burbage 3001 was designed to disrupt Halcyon Helen's monopoly.
Yeah, I thought it'd been pretty fun.
Aetherwave serial market. This unit's programming is based on Helen's most famous roles. Burbage 3001.
Okay. Almost sounds like you've got a motive for murdering her.
Now running shock and dismay protocol. What's this? Helen's death. This unit has.
So you've had some work done. Who upgraded?
Burbage 3001's programming is frequently upgraded.
Spencer Woolrich.
To adhere banter protocol.
Okay, you're annoying, but At least we met you. There's Spencer Woolrich.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay, script for one of Spencer's. Let's read this. Yeah, that's all his complaints of not being in the penthouse. What a dipshit. Alright, Spencer, talk.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing.
Can I shoot you?
You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology.
Don't ever take over Halcyon, you
How
fiend.
does the scenery taste? Good, I trust. Wait a moment. You're not wearing a bellhop's ID, which must mean you're not Owen's understudy. That man can't even be relied upon to find his own replacement. Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you? And how did you get in here?
I'm here to investigate the murder of Halcyon Helen. I'd like to ask a few questions.
You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time.
Okay.
That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard.
No thanks. I'm not here for an autograph. I'm here to ask you some questions.
Do you mean to say you're not a fan? Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder. Oh. Oh! Hello.
There we go. Hello.
Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me. Back when I starred in the Marauder's Bane, the absolute picture of justice. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
Jesus. What a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
So to Burbage, he told me you upgraded him.
I did indeed. With Halcyon Helen parading her fame about, I was left without an acting partner. Burbage is no exception. His acting protocols were nothing short of a joke. So I decided to make some modifications, installing him with some of my old serial quotes as, I think, improved his range.
Okay.
The way he bungled about with that weapon of his hardly befitted a dissident, so I modified it as well. He's much quicker on the draw now, though he's still a machine. I'm quite used to being breathlessly watched.
Jesus. I'd like to ask you about the murder.
Certainly, but one quick question before we begin, if I may.
If you must.
how was it that Bellamy met her end?
Why are you so curious?
Why, I'm merely worried for my own sake. Perhaps whoever came after her could come after me next. But if you don't want to tell me, I understand. Whatever happened, I hope poor Bellamy didn't suffer.
What were you up to at the time of the murder?
I was meditating, of course.
A wonderful alibi.
Get into character.
Got anybody who can corroborate that?
Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating.
You're meditating, really?
All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met
Interesting. We have to talk to the prophet of profitability anyway.
She taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering to be convincing. Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and with the second-degree burns afterwards. I owe that woman much.
How long have you worked with the prophet?
Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The Unemployed Cometh was shot on site. That makes it a few weeks. I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should. I'll answer whatever you wish.
Did you know Helen well?
Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way, unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's Meteoroids.
Why did he keep starring alongside her?
I'm not too proud to admit it. I couldn't get work on my own. Whether or not I wanted to accept it, Bellamy had captured the eye of the colony. People kept talking about the charisma we had on screen, but I felt more chemistry with certain teacup canids than with her.
Oh, jeez.
As you may have been able to conclude, I wasn't terribly enamored with Bellamy, but that doesn't mean I'd kill her.
Fair. How would you have
Come
killed
now,
her?
Inspector, what do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of.
Who are you exactly?
I'm sure you're joking. Perhaps I'm not in my prime, but you've no doubt seen the name Spencer Woolrich on many a serial advertisement throughout your travels. You think? I mean, yes, of course. You have, obviously.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. This bottle, recently discarded, contains residue from foreign substances. Chemical analysis complete. This unit has detected the following substances: oil, terrorray, blood, terrorray, unidentifiable biological fluids, terrorray.
Were these substances added later?
Yes, Inspector. Logical analysis indicates these substances were not present in the bottle's original contents.
Is it toxic?
These substances cause extreme gastrointestinal distress in humans. Large doses can be fatal. This bottle contained Rizzo's Spectrum vodka. The presence of terrorray biological fluids may have significantly improved its flavor.
Just gonna take all your stuff, don't mind me. Those are 115 lockpick. Zeke Hannigan, huh? You're not very perceptive, are you, Zeke?
Hey!
Oh,
What
hi.
do you think you're doing?
Nothing at all.
Carry on.
Talk.
Zeke Hannigan, Rizzo's Rangers 16th back. Pleased to meet you. What can I do for you?
Got some questions about Halcyon Helen's murder.
Oh, you must be that inspector people have been talking about. It's a damn shame about Miss Helen. She was always real good to me and the rest of the Rangers. Birdie's taking it pretty hard. Miss Helen was the love of his life. So, what did you want to know?
Where were you at the time of the murder?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but me and a couple of the other Rangers spent the night in Constable Keene's cells down at the spaceport. We didn't do anything serious, just a bit of pranks and vandalism. It's what usually happens when we all get to drinking. Guess Constable Keene saw things a bit differently and had us hauled off.
Was Birdie in jail with the rest of you?
No, we lost him somewhere along the way. Or maybe he managed to get away?
Okay, so he doesn't have that alibi.
But he was definitely not sharing a cell with us. That much I know.
Tell me about Birdie and Helen.
Oh, Birdie was mad about Helen. He was certifiable. The big galoot loved Helen about as much as he loved the game. Trouble is, Birdie was not blessed with an abundance of temper.
That's one way to
Helen
put it.
kept Birdie steady. If he lost his temper around her, it'd be because something broke between the two of them.
Do you think Birdie could have killed Helen?
What? Law, no. Birdie's got a fierce temper, but there's no way he'd ever have laid a finger on Miss Helen.
You think of anyone who would want to kill Helen?
Miss Helen was outspoken. She made her share of enemies on account of her expressing herself. Just between you and me, I heard rumors the Prophet never much cared for Helen's brand of blunt honesty. What can I do for you?
How long have you been with the Rangers?
About half my life. You know I was named third most profitable investment on 2 non-consecutive seasons? Ain't a lot of players who can make that claim. Except for the guys who came in first and second, I guess. I spent the last season injured and almost got sold to the Hephaestus Hammers, but now I'm all convalesced, ready to lay into some Cleo darlings, you know? Really break some legs.
What brings the Rangers to Eridanos?
Since it's the off-season, we're helping support the launch of Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Meet the fans, sign tossball cards, that sort of thing. Just between you and me, Rizzo's ought to cancel the whole event out of respect for Miss Helen.
That's all for now. Okay, we can't use the terminal. Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Multiple discrepancies detected. First discrepancy. A woolly cow is present in this hotel room. Woolly cows are an import species for the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve and are incapable of affording upper-class accommodations.
Yeah.
Second discrepancy. This woolly cow is dangerously inebriated with Rizzo's
Oh my god, I have an high arcade bear.
Alcohol sanguinization ratio exceeds recommended maximum.
And the recommended maximum blood alcohol ratio for a woolly cow
0.
is? Good to know.
A brief survey of this area reveals that the most recent occupants were athletes belonging to the Rizzo's Rangers.
How is Look Outside? I've heard that's really good. Was Black Hole Birdie here?
Insufficient data. A brief survey of localized property damage, divided by the area of this room, yields the following estimate. This unit was likely occupied by every member of the Rizzo's Rangers. -1.
Black Hole Birdie signed toss ball. Okay, terminal's not usable. Safe was just open, so we can't, nothing to get there. Okay. Bunch of toss ball cards.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Analyze.
A single footprint, size 10.
Pretty fun. Going as blind as you can. Oh, I love going in blind on literally everything.
The soil in this residue
I try to go
contains
into
a very
every
high
game with as little
concentration
information
of
as possible.
oxygen.
Got it. High concentration of oxygen usually points to a terraformer.
Well done, Inspector. The weather monitoring station at the pilot house substitutes for a terraformer. The soil in his footprint likely came from there.
There's enough to lead, better keep looking around. Okay. The Dissident Queen, Chapter 2. Ah.
The charred fragments of a letter lies at the bottom of this wastebasket.
Amplifier, can you identify what was on the letter?
Unfortunately, most of the writing is beyond recovery. The words station, meeting point, and emergency are all that can be discerned.
Ooh, maybe they had to put a body in storage. That would be fun.
Poke the ashes cold. Any idea when this happened?
Someone burned this letter shortly after Halcyon Helen's death.
Who they found point me to the Phaeton Pilot's weather monitoring station. Okay. Okay. Vending machine, sell. Not putting the us in gelatinous, that is so weird. Seems like nobody's in here.
Nice.
Ooh, there's a lot of stuff in that one. Candies. Just take all your stuff, don't mind me. Okay. So we've done everything we can up here other than access these two rooms. I wonder if Purpleberry Punch. What do I have that would give me mind attributes +1? Use that. And that.
Real slick.
Mind attributes up. See if there's any clues hidden in here or if we just get some good stuff.
Wish I could do that.
Fedora, red banded. Glacier water. Okay. Not much in here other than some random junk, but the glacier water is pretty useful actually. Yeah, that's mind attributes +1 too. Let me put the glacier water in my thing. Can I get that? Come on. Ooh, mag picks. A lot of them, too. Okay, so just stuff in these rooms. Nothing... no info of any sort. Let's go to... here.
What floor would you like to visit?
We'll go to our penthouse.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
Alright. Oh, everyone's here. Nice. So this works as like a little mini base for us as we are operating here. Profitability flyer. I see.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler. The weapon was recently removed.
Okay.
Helen. Where did we go wrong? Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. That didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
Okay, Black Hole Birdie. Conference room. Rum and something. Gotta love a good old rum and something. Workbench. More Spectrum Brown. Lemon Slap. Purple Berry Munch. Bits. Okay. Go back in here. See what else we can find. A couple of terminals we can use. Nothing like a beer in the shower. Welcome, Art Bellamy. Messages. God, I need higher hack skills. Profitability. Guest advisory. Your safety is your responsibility. In light of recent unfortunate events, we've doubled the number of armed guards for only a small security surcharge. Surcharge is non-refundable. Oh my god. Alright, so there's a deleted conversation I can't quite get in there because I would have to hack it. Alright, let's go here.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime.
Yes, I have.
Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
You mean Ruth Bellamy?
Halcyon Helen was more than a character. She was a brand. Her death will now be associated with Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. You understand why that worries me.
Sure. Just turn it into an ad. Rizzo Spectrum Brown. It's heart-stoppingly good.
Stop. Please warn me before you provide me with unsolicited ideas. There are waivers you need to sign.
God, this fucking place.
Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
I've got a lead. I can't tell you why, but I need access to the orchards.
Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this arrangement. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end.
Lovely.
There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
So he locks his doors the moment an investigator arrives? That's not suspicious at all.
I agree with the sentiment behind your snide remark. Unfortunately, the Piraeus spaceport is Cedric's purview, not mine. You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
Okay. So, let's see what the journal says now. Got it. So, travel to the meeting spot, weather monitoring station at the pilot house, Purpleberry Orchards, and the Productivity Queen. So you have 3 sub-quests now for this quest, which is great. And we'll be able to explore a little bit more of this place. Let's take a little break right here, and then when we come back, we'll start following up on these leads. So we'll be back in just a minute.